So I wanted to share a funny experience that I had recently with my husband. Um, we were out shopping the other night. This is it's actually after he sprained his ankle. He was walking around with a brace, poor guy. Um, we were walking and we were in the grocery store in two different sections. So my husband was doing his thing and I was doing mine. And my husband is always making sure that I have my phone on me because he says within 5 seconds he loses me. I disappear and he can't find me throughout the store. Um, so we go to the smaller grocery store instead of Walmart because he's afraid it'll take him an hour to find me in Walmart and still won't even with the phone. So um, we went to Publix the other night and it was freezing out. And I was wearing my hoodie, sweatshirt, and I was in the aisle and I was standing sideways because I was looking at the items in the aisle and trying to find something in particular on the shelves. And he had been, like I said, in another section. And he comes walking down the aisle that I'm in and he says, "There you are." I said, "I walked by this aisle 3 times looking at you, but I didn't know it was you. I couldn't find you anywhere." And I'm looking at him puzzled. He said, "Sideways." He said, "You just look so different now. I couldn't even recognize you." And he wasn't saying it like, just trying to boost my ego. Um, he was serious. He said, "You look so different now that you're hard to pick out now when there are other people around." And I thought that was kind of funny. Actually, I thought it was very funny. And I had a couple of those experiences this past week with other people as well, which was very flattering to me. Um, Nobody outright came out and said, "Oh, you've lost so much weight," or "How much did you lose?" Anything like that. Well, actually, one person did. But basically, people are being kind and they're just saying, "You look great. You look so good. You look like you feel so good." And that's probably the nicest compliment you can get is "you look like you feel so good." Rather than telling someone who you know has been so heavy and has lost so much weight, rather than pointing out, "Oh my God, you've lost so much weight, you look great," which in a backhanded way is like saying, "Oh, you used to look so bad when you were so big," which, you know, I did. There's no getting around it. I didn't look good when I was really, really big. I'm I'm not so full of confidence that I could sit here and say I look great now or that I'm beautiful or anything like that, but I definitely have some more pride when I look at myself. I feel better and I feel like I look better than I did when I started out. Um, but to tell someone, "Oh, you look like you feel so much better," or "You look like you feel really good. I'm so happy for you." That's, I think, the most pure and kind um, compliment you can give someone who's lost weight, where there won't be any backlog of insult. So if you're watching this video and you are not the person that has the weight issue, but maybe a loved one does, and you're watching because you're trying to gather information about obesity or GLP-1s or just somebody who's struggling, the best way that you can compliment, in my opinion, somebody that's lost a lot of weight where it's noticeably different is to say, you look great. You look like you're feeling really good. Or, it's so nice to see you. I'm so happy for you. You look like you feel really good. That's the best way to do it without any kind of backhanded insult or giving a backhanded compliment, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe other people would not take it that way. But somebody who's been morbidly obese, I know what I looked like. Uh, I already have all the insults in my head of what I looked like and still what I look like. I don't need anybody else to point it out to me. Nobody could be as hard on me as I am. Nobody could insult me to the core more than I can myself. Um, I didn't feel good. I had mobility issues. I had issues with personal care because I was so huge. I was so physically uncomfortable. And I know that I did not look good. I know that I did not look healthy. I know that I did not look comfortable in my own skin. I know what I look like. I appreciate any compliments. You want to say, oh my God, you lost so much weight, you look great. I appreciate that. I appreciate the intention. But it hits different when someone says to you something purely like, you look so good. You look happy. You look like you feel really well. I hope that's true. Or I'm so happy to see you looking like you feel so good. That's that's a compliment that is just, in my opinion, again, pure, with no backlog to it. And so if you want to give someone a compliment that you see that has lost a huge amount of weight, in my opinion, don't point out that they've lost a huge amount of weight. They know what they look like, they know what they've done. And it's probably a very sore, very fragile spot for them. Maybe not. Can't speak for everybody, but for me, just saying you look like you're feeling so much better, or you look great, glad to see you. Leave it at that. Don't point out the weight. Don't point out the imperfections. Just keep it simple and intentional. And that is the greatest way to compliment someone, in my opinion, that is on a weight loss journey or a health journey. That's it. I hope you folks are doing well. And this is my third video in about 2 hours. And I think I've got it out of my system for a while. So I'm still waiting for my new glasses. Still waiting for the results of my hormone panel. And until then, unless something unusual happens that I really have to shout out, I'll just see you next time. And in the meantime, I'll see you around the live streams. And I thank you for being a part of my life and being a part of my journey. Have a great night.